Hi guys! This week's thought of the week couldn't be any other but the Climate Action Plan released by the Irish government last week. And while I welcome the plan and its ambitious carbon reduction targets, I can't help but feeling that this plan is going to hurt those with less income in Irish society. Reading the report, I got a niggling feeling that the government is taking the easy way out really by putting the burden back in society and increasing taxes, instead of really looking at sustainable ways to reduce our carbon emissions. And I was kind of wondering, is it kind of a bit of a punishment for the green wave movement in Ireland? Yes, it would be absolutely wonderful if we could all drive electric cars and we could all retrofit our homes and use heat pumps instead of oil to heat our homes. But the last time I checked, I don't have 50,000 euros in my bank account that will allow me to make those changes. And that's a feeling that is shared by a lot of Irish society. Furthermore, at the moment, only 30% of our electricity is green electricity. The rest, 70%, does not come from renewable sources. So in the ideal world, if we all change into electric cars and electric heat pumps, are we going to be charging them and we're going to be using brown electricity that is not from renewable sources, it's still from fossil fuels? So that doesn't make much sense to me. Agriculture has the highest carbon emissions in Ireland. So why not start with that? The Climate Action Plan does not speak about the connection between agriculture and the ocean and the alarming trends on soil health and ocean health and how both of those correlate to climate change. I have found a wonderful article by Ayanna Elizabeth Johnson that she wrote back in November of 2018, and she speaks about the relation between the ocean and agriculture. Ayanna speaks about regenerative farming of both land and sea. She also explains the ocean absorbs carbon through plants and how also those plants and seaweed can create really healthy food for us humans and for livestock. And get this, a cow that is fed a seaweed-based diet will release 58% less ethanol into the atmosphere every time they belch or fart and all those things that cows do. So why not investigate into possible projects like this, maybe the sustainable harvesting of seaweed in our shores, to feed our livestock and to restore the health of our soil in the agriculture industry here in Ireland. Reading the article, I was quite shocked that all of our Irish cows are not on a seaweed-based diet by now. The worst thing about it is that back in 2014, Aramara, which was a state-run company harvesting seaweed on the west coast of Ireland, was sold to a Canadian private company. So why do we keep selling our natural resources to the highest bidder instead of using them ourselves through our governments to create sustainable farming of seaweed in the shores of Ireland? I am done with privatisation. Ayanna's article speaks about this and much more, and it really opened my eyes to different ways that have not even been considered or looked at in the Climate Action Plan. If our government want Ireland to be leaders in the climate crisis, why not look at sustainable solutions like seaweed for our agriculture industry? Now, to read Ayanna's article or to read more of my own thoughts in this subject, there is a blog post on my website www.50shadesgreener.ie. You will find a link to the article there and also my thoughts on the Climate Action Plan. I'll see you next week.